everyone! Welcome to our latest hero revamp, featuring Granger, the Death Chanter. After his revamp, Granger now has a more aggressive playstyle and can excel as both jungler and gold laner. Granger's weapons now consume a resource called Demonic Energy to unleash a barrage of pain on his unfortunate targets. Death Chanter Granger. Passive skill, Capriccio. Granger's passive has been reworked. Skills that uses Demon Hunter weapons now consume Demonic Energy, a resource that regenerates over time. When Granger kills minions or creeps or participates in hero takedowns, the Demonic Energy cap of his weapons will permanently increase, and he will also recover a small portion of energy. All cooldown reduction obtained by Granger is converted into physical attack. First skill, Rhapsody. Granger's first skill has been adjusted for a more sustained playstyle. The cooldown has been shortened significantly, and it can be cast as long as there's enough energy in his handgun. When Granger casts his first skill, he fires his handgun continuously in the target direction, dealing physical damage while consuming the handgun's energy. The final bullet of this attack will always crit. This skill deals bonus damage to creeps and minions, and Granger gains movement speed while shooting. Second skill, Rondo. Granger's dash remains mostly unchanged, but now grants Demonic Energy. When Granger uses his second skill, he dashes in the target direction and instantly replenishes a portion of his handgun's energy. Each time Granger hits an enemy with his first skill, it will reduce a portion of this skill's cooldown. Ultimate, Death Sonata. Granger's revamped ultimate now has an extremely short cooldown, but each shot will consume energy from his cannon. Granger's ultimate fires a large projectile in the target direction, dealing damage to enemy minions it passes through, and explodes upon hitting the first enemy hero, dealing AoE physical damage and briefly slowing targets. Granger can dash once in the target direction after each shot. The ultimate can also be used during his first skill. In the laning phase, use Granger's first skill to poke the enemy. When his energy gets low, use his second skill to replenish it and continue to poke with his first skill. In teamfights, use Granger's ultimate to poke from a safe distance and continue the attack with his first skill. When the first skill ends, use his ultimate again for more damage and to reposition. If enemies get close, use his second skill to create distance and continue dealing damage with his first skill. Granger possesses good mobility and sustained damage, but his damage output is dependent on his demonic energy, and he gets stronger as his energy cap increases. Upgrade Granger's first skill at level 1 and continue to prioritize upgrading it as the main source of his damage. Granger can use his second skill during his first skill to adjust his position and ensure the first skill lines up with the target. When Granger's first skill can no longer hit the enemy, tap the skill again or the ultimate to end the first skill and conserve demonic energy. Granger can permanently increase his demonic energy by killing minions and creeps. The more you kill, the more you can use his skills. We recommend the Assassin emblem for Granger with the Rupture, Festival of Blood, and Lethal Ignition talents. Granger's first skill deals enough damage to quickly trigger Lethal Ignition's Scorch effect, and because Granger is a skill damage hero, Festival of Blood will greatly enhance his sustainability. Blade of Despair is Granger's core equipment. It provides very high physical attack to boost Granger's skill damage. Build Hunter Strike in the early game for the physical attack and movement speed effect, and get Malefic Roar in the late game to deal with high physical defense targets. We recommend the Retribution battle spell for Granger. Granger's first skill deals bonus damage to creeps, making him an effective jungler. Granger can also take Flicker for the gold lane since he also deals bonus damage to minions. When laning, Flicker will help him escape enemy ganks. Granger counters squishy heroes who lack mobility, such as Chang'e and Cecilion, who have a hard time dodging his first skill and are vulnerable to the high damage of his ultimate. Granger is countered by heroes with strong single-target killing power. Despite having good mobility, Granger lacks other defensive measures. Heroes like Saber and Hayabusa can quickly get the jump on Granger and finish him off. Granger pairs well with heroes that have strong CC abilities, such as Franco and Kaja, who can hold enemies in place for Granger's entire first skill. Granger should focus on jungling in the early game to gain an economic advantage. As a marksman, Granger's skills have a higher damage bonus to kill creeps faster. By getting equipment ahead of the enemy, he can snowball the advantage and stay a strong threat throughout the match. In the mid to late game, Granger will have more demonic energy thanks to his passive, allowing for more uses of his ultimate and first skill. But it's important to continue farming creeps and minions to keep raising Granger's demonic energy to boost his combat prowess. Granger the Death Chanter revamp arriving November 6th. And until next time, we'll be seeing you in the Land of Dawn.